Welcome to the Easter egg of Liberty Falls. I recommend you use any weapon of choice with a suppressor for a greater chance of getting scrapped. For tactical, use a decoy. For lethal, use Semtex. Healing Aura is very useful for multiplayer. Aether Shroud is very useful for solo. A good secondary weapon for this Easter egg is the GS45. Once Pack-a-Punch, this will turn into the Sally, or with dual wield, the infamous Mustang and Sally's. A useful side Easter egg for this is to explode this floating zombie head with a grenade or an explosive, and this will cause zombies to start falling from the sky, dropping a lot of scrap, points, and score streaks. The first step of this Easter egg is to go to the church and activate the machine to the right of Pack-a-Punch. Then you're going to want to get the jet gun. One way of getting the jet gun is by letting a mangler blow up this car with its blast. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it is possible to get it. Another way to get the jet gun is to get all the parts around the map. The first one is to stand in the graveyard for a certain amount of time, and a zombie called the Groundskeeper will spawn in. Kill this zombie and it will drop a key. With this key, go over to the shed and open it. Grab the handle off the table. The second part of the jet gun is located in this panel in the bowling alley. You will need to grab this part from the water hose. Go to the panel and melee it. Place the valve and turn. This will spawn a lot of zombies, so be aware. If you're in a squad, have them protect you, but if you are on solo, get decoys or monkey bombs. Once you have finished the progress bar, pick up the valves from the ground. The final part is behind this door. You will need to get a mangler cannon. You could get one of these from either killing a mangler or building one at the crafting station. Blow open this door with the cannon and start interacting with these trash piles. One of these trash piles will drop the wire. Go over to this room in the motel and build the jet gun. After you get the jet gun, go around the map and suck these three parts. The first one is in the comic book shop in the roof. The second one is in a window. You will need to get on top of this truck to suck it. The last part is in the church above the entrance. You will then need to go to the roof of the bank and build the LTG. Go into the church and pick up a canister from the machine and go over to this trap and place it down on top. Head over to the Aether storm by the church and place down the LTG by holding interact. You will then need to protect this until the timer is over. If you do fail this, you will then need to skip around and then interact with it again. Once the timer is done, an HVT mini boss will spawn in from a portal. This could be either a mangler or an abomination. You will then need to get it to around 25% health and it will start glowing purple. Do not kill this HVT or you will need to do the defense again. Once the HVT is glowing purple, lead it into the trap and turn it on. The trap will kill it and the soul will go into the canister. Pick up this canister and place it into the area where you picked it up in the church. There will now be a new item you could grab from the machine. Pick it up. You will now need to go around to these 3 projectors and hold the phone out. If the phone is glowing green, you will need to switch the projector to red by holding interact until the light on top is red. If the phone is growing red, switch the projector to green. If the phone is growing yellow, switch the projector to yellow. Go to the next projectors and do the same thing. If you did it correctly, the projectors will turn towards spawn and shoot ether essence to the canister holder, opening it up. After the canister holder has opened, bring this over to the trap by spawn. You can place these down at the same trap you used before. Now go back to the first ether storm that you did and pick up the LTG. Now go back to spawn and put down the LTG by the Aether storm by the comic book shop. This will start another defense where you will need to defend it until the timer is over. This will then spawn another HVT which you will need to damage till around 25% health and it will glow purple again. Bring this to the trap where you put down the canister and activate it. Let the trap kill the HVT again and the soul will go into the canister. Take this back to the church and then put it into the machine. Do not interact with this machine again as it will prompt a vote to start the boss. Preparing for the boss. Perks I recommend for this are Juggernog, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, and PhD if you were using the ray gun and the Pack-a-Punch GS45. I recommend upgrading your weapon rarities to at least purple as this boss fight isn't that hard. The score streak I recommend is the Mutant Injection. This lets you turn into a mangler. If you can't craft it, you can get one from killing a mangler or a chance from the armory. You will not be able to activate any score streaks outside. You can also buy self-revives and armor plates from the crafting station if needed. Once you are ready for the boss fight, interact with the machine in the church and start the vote. This boss fight has 3 waves and locks you inside the church. The first wave will have a HVT mangler and zombies. This stage will end once you kill the mangler. You will get a max armor drop once this wave is over. The second wave will have 2 HVT manglers and zombies. Same as the first wave, the wave will end after you kill the manglers. This wave will drop a max ammo after. The final wave will have 1 to 2 HVT abominations and around 4 HVT manglers. Once you have defeated all the HVT bosses, congratulations, you have now beat the Liberty Falls main Easter egg. Yay! Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.